It's time for College Station High football on the Zone, 102.7 FM and RadioAguilan.com. Every TD, every game, every win of Cougars football can be heard on the Zone, 102.7 FM and RadioAguilan.com. Now, let's take you out to the stadium for the pregame show.
Don't let me down, down, down. Crashing, hit a wall. Right now, I need a miracle. Hurry up now, I need a miracle. Stranded, reaching out, I call your name.
Now, as to who we're playing tomorrow, who cares? I mean, who cares? We got to line up against somebody. Who cares? What we need to care about is each other. If we pull together, if we look one another in the eyes, if we will hug and embrace each other as men, it doesn't matter who we play.
Our lives. So I am contractually obligated to love my wife, right? That's not right. I have to love my wife. Here's the deal. It can't be a feeling.
Was the most important thing to me. And today, as I go to my grave, whenever that happens, football will still be that for me. I don't know why. I really don't know why. And I had a chance to go on the golf.
Take care of your men, and your men will take care of you. And that served me well for 31 years, whether I was leading 11-man platoon or 12,000-man. But the character that we have will determine how long the path is. The skills is what everyone sees, but the character is what determines the path.
Y'all believe y'all can get there? Because in this room, y'all gotta believe. Like, y'all gotta be together. Y'all gotta have that mindset of like, this is our family, this is our team. We know the work we put in. We know what the offseason was like. We know what practice is like. We know the type of guys that we have in this room, and we're gonna fight to the end, no matter what it takes. Highs, lows, wins, losses.
Discipline, you ever heard that word? Learn discipline. Get direction and learn discipline. That
Been that basketball, we paying that a lot. I'm in this, get to the chicken, whip it, then I flip it and trap it off. I gotta get to the dollar, on the hitters and back, come on. Smoking on gas, a lot. Ready to whack, come on. Whack, come on. Whack, come on. Clap, 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 come on. This what I do to the head of the chopper, hit the time back, come on. She like Applejack, I like applesauce. Dance the boss, dance the coast. Why you trying to flex in your fashion on? Chain around my neck and I soft. Smoking on that gas, I ain't passing off. Asthma cough, fashion low. Stash it off, dash it off, flash it off. Don't pass it off. I'm in the tip of the chicken, the trap hard with all my. You see my bag, you just see my bag. Sell the coffee, sell the bag. What you think about that? What you think about that? Better got my haters out of sight. Come and follow me what you see, yeah.
My tribe.
Not done yet. Not
One
done
more
yet.
read. One more read.
Winning is not a sometime thing, it's an all-the-time thing. You don't win once in a while, and you don't do things right once in a while. You do them right all the time. Winning is a habit. You gotta play with your heart, with every ounce of fiber in your body. I've never known a man worth his salt who deep down in his heart didn't appreciate the grind, the discipline, and to win, and to win, and to win. It is and always has been an American seal, and that's to be first, regardless of what we do. There's no room for second place. There's only one place, and that's first place. I finished second twice in my time, and I don't ever want to finish second again. But I firmly hold that a man's finest hour, the greatest fulfillment to anything he holds dear, is that moment when he has worked his heart out in a good cause and lays exhausted on the field of battle. Victorious. Victorious, 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 victorious.
Tonight we are victorious, champagne pouring over us. All night we're glorious. Tonight we are victorious.
It hurts until it stops. We were up until it's not. I'm a killing spree in white. Eyes like broken Christmas lights. My touch is black and poisonous, and nothing like my punch. Drunk kiss, I know you need it. Do you feel it? Drink the water, drink the wine. Oh, we gotta turn up the crazy. Live it like a washed up celebrity. Shooting fireworks like it's the 4th of July. Until we feel alright. Until we feel alright. I'm like a scarf trick, it's all up the sleeve. I taste like magic, waves that swallow quick and deep. Throw the bait, catch the shark, bleed the water red. 50 words for murder, and I'm every one of them. My touch is black and poisonous, and nothing like my punch. Drunk kiss, I know you need it. Do you feel it? Drink the water, drink the wine. Oh, we gotta turn up the crazy. Live it like a washed up celebrity. Shooting fireworks like it's the 4th of
the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You could talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you gon' find yourself
Standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile. You can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you could get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try?
Do it for your country, do it for your name. Cause there's gonna be a day when you
let's go, baby! You stay 10, man. We know, you knew it was gonna happen. You knew it was gonna happen.
The world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion. Be a champion. Be a champion. Be a champion. The walls of the Hall of Fame. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the king hanging on your chest.
You could be a girl, you could be the war. You could talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself
Standing in the Hall of Fame.
So I think shout out to Coach Lanier. He's always been kind of like, I feel like all the coaches have been pretty serious. He's always been kind of like the tough love kind of coach.
I owe a lot to him. I usually don't tell him that. I know it's a lot to put up with someone like me, but
He basically like knew exactly what I was thinking, like called me out, like what was I supposed to do, and he really kept it real with me.
seeing them kind of grow up and everything, and then seeing them accomplish this as a person who grew up here in College Station and being able to bring that home back to this city is real important. It was a good trip, a lot of fun. Man, I don't know what else I can say to that.
I want to say thank you to Coach Jones. He put me, well, I put him through a lot, and he put me through a lot.
I mean, it didn't matter if it was an offensive guy or defensive guy, everybody stepped up.
He a real chill dude, and I want to say thank you for like dealing with me all season.
As the season went on, kids kind of figured out their role on their own. And I mean, as coaches, we all try to put kids in the best position to make plays all the time. And
thank you, Coach Frazier. Coach Frazier, it's been a journey since freshman year.
It's pretty special to know that this was the group that we started this thing with, the 7th graders. And to know that this is the group that they've been doing things the Cougar way the whole time they've been involved.
It was all for a reason, and I was just like, thank you for everything you've done. And yeah, you're a great coach, and I'll remember you forever.
And to be in a situation where their senior year, they reached the ultimate goal is pretty special.
I just want to say thank you to Coach Hancock, because he taught me how to be me. He taught me how to be a better person and everything.
thing that sticks out to me is that the little things you did, the block and the sacrificing and stuff. Touchdowns are great, receiving yards are great, records are great, but the little things made y'all winners. And that
he always encouraged me to do my best in everything that I do.
Y'all just came together and really made it a really special year.
I just want to give a thank you to Coach DeBerry for believing me and all the other receivers from the start, and all those meetings that we had in the ticket office with me and Jalen. It really showed.
And so this year to make it back, not only make it back, and then go win the thing, and with the kids that we have and the coaching staff, the community, everybody behind us, it was really special.
Just being like the greatest coach and role model that a high school football player could ever ask for.
Coach Locke, I mean, he's been around with me personally since I was a freshman, coaching our freshman games, and then moving up onto varsity my sophomore year. He was always by my side.
How are you going to replace those guys? And I think that this team really had that next man up mentality. Had a group of guys that stepped up and said, we'll fill those roles, and we had guys that got hurt, guys that stepped in and played for those people, and we never missed a beat.
I remember after a playoff game against Angleton when I was a sophomore, we ended up losing, but he drove me all the way 3 hours across the state of Texas to take me to a church conference. I mean, he's definitely in it for more than just football.
Give a shout out to old Coach Minch. Most of y'all know Coach Minch because he starts up stuff. He wants to always steal your food and everything. But I want to thank him for bringing the whole team together. Really.
All right, I think the special part of this year was watching our kids come together. The number of kids that we played in different games, and the number of kids that went out and performed well for us.
He really tied everybody through and kept everybody through the season. Always checking up on everybody's grades, whether it was someone on JV or varsity. And
I think it was also pretty special because you're competing against a team that nobody thought we could compete against, and we went out and competed at the highest level. The kids competed at the highest level.
Coach Walsh, you always said that we'd thank you eventually for putting us through the chutes every practice, and I just want to let you know I'm not to that point yet.
And just the way the kids, like Coach Huff said numerous times, didn't bat an eye, just came back out.
I just want to thank you for everything that you do for us and everything that you did following up to my senior year.
And also there's the number of kids that contributed throughout the year. I know at my position specifically, we had 9 different kids start games.
Especially when you would come down to the middle school when we were in 7th grade and help out Coach Collins putting us through, down block boot camp. And it was just, I thank you, man. It's awesome.
Coach Stapp, I just wanted you to know how much all the linebackers, especially me, I appreciate all you've done for us, putting all the time and effort you have in each and one of us, especially going from the LBs that we had last year and looking at us in the spring. I mean, a lot of people kind of looked at us as a super weak position group.
The maturation of this football team just seemed to take over. And I was talking to Greg even this morning, and he said, when do you think it happened? And it really seemed like it was, after the Consol game that they really came together.
But, we had 4 guys over 100 tackles this year, and I think that's a testament to your work in us and how much better you made us as football players.
I tell people, for whatever reason, this team played great, desperate, and it seemed like the harder things got, the better they played, and they really relished that role and did an incredible job, and came out with a state championship for it.
Thanks, PV. I know you're still, kind of new around here compared to some of the other coaches, but we all appreciate you.
I think one part that a lot of us saw was a lot of players stepped up.
Coming over and helping the linebackers, I know you helped me out there over the year, and just helping out on the defense everywhere. We all really appreciate you.
We heard it from so many players is, how can I help you? How can I help the team? Whether it being scout players, whether it being anybody just filling that role, they were willing to sacrifice themselves for the team, and you don't see that a whole lot, especially in high school.
I just want to thank Coach Pryor because he's had a huge impact in my life and my football career. He's been the one coach. I remember the first coach I talked to. I went up and we were doing some drills, and he'd just come up and he was saying jokes and stuff. And he was always the funny guy, the one guy I could go to and just talk to on the field or anything. You know.
With that and how when the pressure got on, the kids really rallied to that and did well, whether it was a game we were losing and we had to come back from halftime. There were a bunch of those.
He'd always give me some great life advice because he's been through a lot of what I was going through, and so he's just been a great role model for me.
We're in the playoffs, and just how every time it got seemingly tougher, we got better. Whether it was people getting hurt or just the opponent was tougher or whatever it was, and I think that's really a mark of a good team. And then
Alright, so I have a little story. It's me and a couple friends. We were all eating at Chewy's, and Coach Gable actually gave us this note because he was there on a date. And it said, "Keep it fly, you guys. Always remember to tee it high and let it fly. 12 and under All-Star, Little League champs, Region 8. Signed, Ross Goble, number 45. Go Cats, go." I think, and I kept this. I told him I'd keep it, and I've kept it ever since. It's been like a year. It's been a while. And I think this is pretty cool because it just shows like how much you coaches and how much Coach Gable cares about all of us.
Coach King, you have been with us since 7th grade, like as long as we can remember. And honestly, when I think of you, I think of a coach who truly cares about every single one on this team.
There's never any unwavering of confidence at any point. It didn't matter how many points you're down at halftime, who you lost, you know, what starter was injured, what adversity you had to go through, it didn't matter.
The amount of effort you put into your job to coach us is outstanding, and you know, you don't get thanked enough by us, but we love you and we thank you for everything you do for us.
Because you continue to have that unwavering confidence and that belief in each other, and you found a way to win, period.
I just want to say thank you to Coach Edwards because he believed in me to be a great returner and everything.
And it's been really special to know that 6 years ago we were wearing hard hats, walking around, just, you know, school wasn't even finished yet.
I just want to give a thank you to Coach Edwards for making sure that third phase of the game, of special teams, was, you know, it was on point for every week, and the effort he put in for the defense also. It's just great to see all that effort put in by Coach Edwards. Thank you.
And here we are now celebrating a state championship, and that's a credit to, you know, these young men that have just bought in to the Cougar way.
Coach Huff, to me, I mean, he's like a father figure to me, really. Like, my dad wasn't there a lot, you know what I'm saying? But like, when I would come here, like, he would be the one to like discipline me for a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I would have like attitude problems and like, think everything was about me. Like, that was my whole mentality, like, coming in, like, everything was about me. But I had to be a team player, and like, he coached that through my mind, like, and like, though like I would mess up at times. Like, him and Coach Pryor, they would always believe in me. Like, like, I could never thank them a lot. Like more than what they've done for me, bro. Like, it's real.
Starting off the year 1 and 2, and knowing the thought process of this group this past year. At the end of last year, there was a. I remember you guys talking about, we're going to win state next year. And a lot of teams say that's a goal every year. But you guys talked about it last year. You talked about it to the outgoing seniors. And the one thing that we talked about as a group at the end of last year was we had a bunch of really good players, but what we needed to do was find a way to get our leadership developed. And as a coaching staff, we talked numerous times about it, had meetings and how we were going to get everybody set up and lined up, and then we started, and the team started taking over last winter. You guys kind of figured out your way. We started off the year 1 and 2. I think Coach Walsh said it best. There wasn't an eye that batted. I mean, nobody even, you know, that would be a really tough situation to be in. But then you turn around, we went out 13 straight games. But I did see one thing during the year that there's no doubt in my mind was the turning point. It wasn't winning the ball game. I think it had more to do with what I saw weekly in Brotherhood, how you guys came together. And then we get into the playoffs, and I just saw the laser focus that I knew this group had. And we're in the playoffs. We get the third round. We're playing P&G, and we lose Quandre and Tony within 7 snaps of each other, I believe it was. And at that point right there, I think it would have been real easy for a squad to say, hey, it's been a good year. We lost 2 really good players. What are we going to do? But it was that night after that game, or that afternoon after that game, that I believe Coach Jones started getting texts from guys saying, what do we need to do? I think the other coaches got texts, what can we do? These were offensive guys saying, how can we help out, Coach? What can we do? How can we help out the defense? What do we need to do? And from that point forward, I knew it was a special group. And so for us to make the run we made in those last 3 games and go all the way and get into that final game, I couldn't have been prouder of a group. And I said it before for the last 2 games, but especially for that last game, I wanted you guys to look in that crowd and recognize the size of the crowd and the atmosphere you're playing in, because it was probably, definitely a highlight of my coaching career. I'm an old man. I'm on the backside of things now, but to be able to put a ring on my finger, I'll wear it proudly with you guys. I promise you that.
Coach, I want to have my heart beating real fast. I love you, man. I love you with all my heart. And a lot to you. I put you through so much stuff at the beginning of the season where we went back and forth arguing, and I knew that it wasn't out of hate, it was all out of love. You were trying to get me on the right path, and what you did for this team and the city, we appreciate you. The parents appreciate you. The fans appreciate you. Everyone appreciates you. I want to say you took a bunch of babies and made them grow into men, and we thank you for that. This team thanks you for that.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, know the water's sweet, but blood is thicker. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
This season really meant a lot. Leaving off the field in San Antonio last year really put a hole in my heart. But through the off season, through the summer, and the whole season, we worked hard and we actually got it done this year.
Didn't get a lot of playing time, but I tried my best when I could. And I'm real glad I got to grow with these guys.
And it's just nice knowing that I have all of y'all as well. And I just know I can always count on y'all for anything. And this season, all the memories we made, and all the good times and the bad times that brought us closer together.
Man, a lot of y'all don't know a whole lot about my personal life, but before the season, I was in a really good spot personally. With I had a lot of stuff going on, and throughout the season, it was really y'all guys and how our season was going that brought me out of it, and I really appreciate that.
Honestly, this team is one of the strongest brotherhoods I've ever been a part of. And how much you guys have been there for me and each other, you can't find that anywhere else.
Most people leave high school and don't really talk to people that much anymore, but I feel like what we have is a true friendship, and that was a big key to our success.
And I believe once we hit that, we knew who we were. We weren't trying to imitate last year's group. We just started flourishing, and everyone just started to come together around the people we were trying to build. We were trying to do it for other people, not just ourselves.
A lot of you may know that my mom had 2 rounds of cancer 2 times, and it really sucked. I almost lost her, and it was real hard to keep up, and like being a good attitude, and y'all like really helped me do that. Like it was unbelievable when I would come here, the difference from here and at home, and I thank y'all for that. And yeah, y'all are my brothers. Now I'll never go through this again, and I couldn't have asked for a better group of guys to go through this with, and I love all of y'all, and thank you.
I really appreciated the way that y'all welcomed me to the Brotherhood, and the way that each and every one of y'all has expressed their love for me, and just want to know that if any of y'all ever need anything and I'm able to help, then I'm definitely there for y'all.
For all of it. I think that no one on this team has really left out, and we've all kind of done our own part. Like I think y'all remember after before the McAllen game, one of y'all was like, we had like the team meeting and it was just us. We were talking about like every position talked about like they could do better, like wide receivers, DBs, D-line. And then Tice came up and was like, sideline, we need to step it up. And it was just like there was no like we were all totally 100% in on that, just as much as he was, and it was awesome to see that like.
I mean, some of us have been together for 8 years, 7 years, 6 years, since like middle school play, and our dream's always been to win a championship. We finally did our senior year, so I think it's a good way to end off. And I'm glad we gelled together like we did. I'm glad to call y'all family.
I'm just happy that I could experience everything with you guys, and thank you for making me a champion forever.
All y'all, I love all y'all to death, and I know that I've struggled with a lot of things trying to like be a better player, but I know a lot of y'all have made me feel like a part of this team and y'all all welcome me into this brotherhood, and I really appreciate that. And I just want to know that I got y'all's back 100% no matter what. So.
Growing up, I never really had like a lot of guys like around my house. Like, it was just me and like my mom and my sister. So like being able to like whenever I started playing football, just like be around all y'all, like it was nice. Like I actually felt like y'all were my brothers, just because I'd never had that experience before. And like growing up with y'all like since 7th grade, like y'all are my best friends. Like y'all are the people I go to, people on this team, like whenever I need anything. I just want to thank you all for that.
Everybody being in the role and playing their part. I mean, I didn't have that big of a role, but I knew that whatever I was going to do, I had to do it, and I had to do it well. So knowing that everybody was in sync and always doing their best, trying their hardest for a common goal with so many different people and for such a variety of different people off of the common goal. It was crazy to see it happen all in one season in such a short period. So the season meant everything to me. It's meeting new people and meeting people that I've been wanting to get to know,
And after the season ended, it's just like, I realized how much I missed all of y'all, like not being around y'all every day, and it sucked, but I mean, I'm just glad that I was able to be a part of this, and I was glad that we could win a state championship and I could do it with all of y'all.
But I never really knew what it was like to have a brother, and experiencing on this team with everyone in this room, it's a new feeling of just camaraderie for me. All the time we had in the locker room, all the brotherhood dinners, all the fun times we got together, it just brings a new sense of purpose. It just felt like this was a new experience, everything for me. And I feel like everything I do, I had this whole room of guys right behind me.
I'd like to thank y'all. Y'all made me feel like I could actually do something and be a good part of this team. And I'd like to thank all y'all for being there for me.
I think this season's kind of been a season of redemption, not just for us, but for each and every one of us. And I think every one of us can agree that we didn't start out like in sync. And we knew that in order to get where we wanted to get to, we were going to have to do that. And I think it was just amazing that we were able to sync together and form a brotherhood that's probably going to last us like years to come.
our season, you know, we were good, but we were up and down. We started the season, we didn't really know who we wanted to get, like who was going to start or anything besides Han and Jeremiah, and then just going through that, and, you know, people stepping up here and there, getting the job done in big games all the season. It just showed a lot, like just our whole line was pretty much the same as our team. You know, everyone stepping up when they need to step up. You know, winning games, getting with.
I think the way we came together, I think there's no doubt, you know, I love all y'all. I love this time that we've had together, all the ups and downs that we've gone through. You know, I really wouldn't change it for the world. You know, this has been one of the best decisions of my life, being a part of this, being a part of y'all, and just, it's been awesome.
So, I mean, building from nothing, and 6 years in, we won a state championship where schools 50, 60 years old have never won. So I just feel like we've been special from the beginning, and this year, a lot of leaders stepped up, and we molded to what we need to be. We made a masterpiece out of nothing, and I thank y'all for that.
Looking back, I'm thankful that going through everything I have with y'all just brought me to being a champion for life, and I can't thank y'all enough for the experiences we have, and everything that we've been through means so much to me, and knowing that I'll have this medal to go in the shadow box my parents are making for me for the rest of my life, and be able to show my kids. And
we did everything in our might all season. We tried our best throughout games, throughout the season and everything. And at the beginning of the season, you know, like I said, it was rough, and but we got on our high horse and everything. And so we started getting them together and everything. And I felt like in this group, we always had a clap back. And like whatever somebody did to us, we were gonna come back 10 times stronger and everything. And I felt that between us. And so throughout the season, we just came together closer and closer. And when Tyler got hurt in the first game, that was like motivation. It had to be like motivation. It was motivation to us. And when Quandre got hurt, Tony got hurt, it was motivation to us that we had to step up and everything. And so that's what I just love about this group. We're just a strong group and everything.
In the end, I'm just glad we got that ring and got that win. So, you know, I enjoyed this season. Y'all are funny dudes. You know, really classic acts, you know. But, it was good to come in moving from Houston, you know. Just something I'll never be able to do again. And I thank y'all for that.
They said we weren't going to go nowhere. They said we were nothing, basically. But we proved them wrong, and I'm glad to say that I'm a part of this brotherhood. And I thank all of you, and I love all of you.
It was a great experience being a part of this team. And I want to thank every one of y'all for letting me be a part of this.
I just want to say, I love y'all, and we got that ring, but all season, we're in the weight room saying we're going to get this ring, we're not leaving the school as seniors with no ring, so we went out there and fought for that, and we got it, and we achieved our goals, and I'm glad that I achieved this goal with all my brothers.
And then practice was hard, but it got us through, and at the end, it all paid off. And then our brotherhood that we have, like, I never been a part of anything like that. I mean, I had like real brothers and like really close friends, but I never been a part of anything stronger.
And once we all got in the groove and understood what we all wanted together, that's when things changed. And I want to say, I love y'all. Y'all all over.
And I just remember, you know, wanting to be a part of something like that, and you know, I wouldn't trade any of the last year and a half for the world. And I love all you guys, and thanks for a great ride.
I knew at the beginning of the season, like, we were kind of rough. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, we were trash. we were trash, but like after the St. Pius and like Westlake loss, you know what I'm saying? I knew we weren't gonna lose again, because like we just knew what we needed to do to win. Like, we had some people out, and they came in, performed, and the people who did it, like who were backing them up, they came in and performed. And like I just love everybody in this room. Like it goes from the coaching staff to the players down. Like I just love like how we like can come together and like either it's bad or it's good. Like we can resolve problems. Like I just love them.
I just want to say that I love all y'all, and I love like how we all came together this year, like from being apart for like 4 years, 3, whatever. But our brotherhood is something like special. Like I can know I can like always like count on one of y'all to do something. And I know I got brothers, but like I was never like really around them. But I'm always around y'all. I just want to say thank y'all for everything, and I want to say thank y'all to the dudes that stepped up in my spot and everything, and everybody that got hurt stepped up in their spot.
I don't know, this journey has been unbelievable, long. It all starts from freshman year. Actually from 8th grade when Coach Huff came down to CSMS himself and would look at us and pick us out and just tell us different things about like, yeah, this class has it. This class of 2018 has talent in every spot, but it's from the locker room and just on and on. It's been crazy. I'm gonna miss the fights. I'm gonna miss the love. I'm gonna miss a lot of stuff. But throughout it all, for everyone who doubted us, it motivated us to do what we did, to make everyone proud. I would like to thank the other captains for basically leading this team and just pushing through anything we needed to, because it was not easy. It was not, but I love you all, and I wouldn't want to share this experience with anybody else.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, know the water's sweet, but blood is thicker. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. Hey, brother, do you still believe in one another? Hey, sister, do you still believe in love? I wonder. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. What if I lose it all? Oh, sister, I will help you out. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
Welcome into Dave Campbell's Texas Football Instant Recaps of the UIL State Championships at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. I'm Max Thompson, that's Matt Stepp. He's the Texas High School Football Insider for Dave Campbell's Texas Football. And we just watched College Station stun Aledo 2019 in the 5A Division II State Championship.
I want to shout out to somebody, plays on defense, shares a similar position, very aggressive. Shout out to Matt Ruff.
Olsen, Links and I just want to say that we've never met anyone who fakes as many injuries as you.
So torn up about a concussion that he proceeds the very next day to go to a music festival and go in the front row.
Hey, but look at dude head shaped like the globe.
Marquise, I ain't never seen you without a shirt off until this year, and golly, I wish I still hadn't seen you without a shirt off.
I'm gonna be a joke, but I'd like to apologize to Leonard for that time that we tackled you.
You're not sorry. It was Coach Walsh. You're not sorry.
Shout out to Coach Minch, man. I remember Coach Walsh brought some pizza, man. You can't fold it in half, man, and eat the whole thing at once, man. Save your bites, man.
I just want to give a shout out to Coach Stapp, and everything that he did for us, yeah.
For Coach Stapp again, you don't have to sign out and restart the whole computer whenever you're not signed in on Huddle. You can just sign out.
Coach Stapp, if one of the other coaches is already on their huddle, you don't have to sign out of their huddle to sign back into your huddle. Y'all all got the same videos, man.
Yeah, sang a lot to you.
Who that?
Replay. Plug it back in.
And make sure you sign the laser on top of the smart board on the screen.
Hey, don't forget to
I just turned the whole computer off. Hey, listen. I just want to get a shot at Coach Jones.
One more thing. Coach King, when another coach says something, we heard it the first time, you don't have to repeat. We know to backpedal. We're good.
Hey, no doubt.
No doubt. Wipe that look off your face. God dang it, All right, Coach Menzo.
Oh, Friday!
Don't be getting mad.
No, Day-Day!
I got Lanier on this one. All right, Lanier.
Man, you just gotta go block him, man. You gotta go walk up, you get down low. Your shirt's real tight, bro. You gotta keep it tight. You gotta block. Don't be such a.
I'm doing Coach Hancock, and whenever we do the stance to start, you go, ready, go!
Alright, we're about to do Coach. Hey, put this on your neck.
Props. That's $10.
Alright, we're doing Coach Brady. Set of 4, come on. Okay, so this is what we're not gonna do. When you skip reps, therefore we lose games. When we lose games, that means our head coach gets fired. When our head coach gets fired, I get fired. When I get fired, my wife gets fired. And when we get fired, our son doesn't eat. So do you not want my son to eat?
Be yourself. Don't try to be someone else.
Don't be too much of yourself, though.
Hey, y'all gotta.
They will find you.
Y'all gotta.
Hey, it goes by fast, man. I'm not gonna lie. It goes by fast.
Real talk.
Hey, have fun.
Real talk. Hey,
Go to week count.
free ball game too.
Hey.
Please!
Free ball.
I ain't gonna don't go to
And when they doubt you, just keep pushing harder. And just take it in as like motivation to keep you going. Don't let them get you down. Never give up.
Snack cakes.
And we know that y'all going 5A D1 next year. Don't let anybody tell y'all that y'all can't beat these teams. Just go out there. They told us we couldn't be the Lido, and I'm pretty sure I got a gold medal around my neck. Yeah.